You ever hear about someone who actually saw the writing on the wall and did something about it? Meet Roger from Naples, Florida, retired firefighter, 62 years old. When banks were collapsing last year and inflation hit a 40-year high, Roger didn't panic. He protected. He rolled over $513,207 from his 401k into a gold IRA. And the wild part? That decision started from a free guide and one short educational call. Let's talk about why that move, right now, might be the smartest thing you can do for your retirement. Beat. Look, no one wants to hear it, but we need to talk about what's happening right now in America. Just this month, the IMF warned the US could face a debt crisis if spending isn't reined in. The Fed is trapped between raising rates to control inflation or slashing them to avoid a recession. Meanwhile, the dollar's strength is eroding, and Wall Street's riding this weird optimism that just doesn't match the reality most retirees are facing. You worked your whole life. You built up your nest egg. But if you think the traditional 60-40 portfolio is still safe in this new world, you might be setting yourself up for disappointment. This is where people like Roger or Darlene, a 59-year-old teacher from Scottsdale who moved $487,300 into gold last November, made moves that look bold but are actually rooted in one simple truth. When uncertainty rises, the smartest investors turn to real assets, and nothing's been a store of value longer than physical gold. Now maybe you're thinking, okay, but I don't want to deal with pressure sales calls or some gimmicky free silver thing. I get it. That's why what I'm about to tell you is different. There's a free gold IRA guide. No fluff, no pressure. And if you choose, you can get a short, one-on-one call with a real expert to ask questions and see if this makes sense for your situation. That's it. That's how Roger started. That's how Darlene started. And here's the deal. When they rolled over part of their retirement accounts into gold, not all of it, just enough to feel safe, they didn't do it to strike it rich. They did it to protect what they already earned. You don't need to bet the farm. You just need to stop playing a game where the rules keep changing and not in your favor. Because here's the truth. Markets can crash. Banks can fail. But gold never goes to zero. This isn't about fear. It's about preparation. It's about protecting your legacy, not just for you, but for your kids, your grandkids, for the life you worked so hard to build. So if you have $100,000 or more in an IRA or old 401k, take the first step. It's free. No pressure, no obligations. Just solid, real information to help you decide what's right for you. Click the link, get your free gold IRA guide, and schedule your call if it feels right. Because the only thing worse than losing your hard-earned savings is knowing you could have done something to prevent it and didn't. Be like Roger. Be like Darlene. Be the one in your family who sees the storm coming and prepares for it.